phobias. I know. We all have them. I have them. Let's go down the list of what I have. Arachnophobia. Fear of the spider. Yes. Yes. Monophobia. Boy, this is a good one. Fear of the moth. I love it. One flew in my mouth once and yeah! This is my favorite one. Amphaliophobia. Fear of the belly button. I don't even know why I have it. When did I get it? Who knows? When somebody pokes you in the belly button, you can't stop thinking about it. You're demobilized for a good 30 minutes. So please, remember, all right? Now, let's rewind back to my last apartment complex. This was my blight. I had just moved in a few years back, and I remember walking around, kind of checking out the place to make sure there wasn't any abnormalities, all right? And besides a slippery bathroom floor, everything was perfectly bland and uninspiring. Until I opened up my window. And there, by the window, is this crack. Right? But by the window, it's a crack. I am soft serving it. A gaping crevasse where the wall had actually lifted up off the window. It's huge. I didn't want to go take the time digging around in this Being John Malkovich hole because I didn't want to find out what was hibernating inside the rift. So I chose to ignore it. A couple months passed by and it's summertime. And I completely forget about the fissure by the window. So I'm inside my bedroom, hand dancing with a mouse, editing a video. And at this time, my AC was not working. It was one of the many 100 times it decided not to work. Maybe the apartment complex had a phobia of working ACs. So I was basically down to my briefs and socks. What was I doing? Sweating, because it was so freaking hot. And it wasn't the most preferred way to go, just briefs and socks, but what am I gonna do? What are you gonna do? You either live free or you die hard. It was like 4 a.m, it was pretty late, and I started to get pretty tired, pretty depleted. So I decided to hit the sheets. So I go up and I hit the bed. Ugh. And then I lay down, okay? And then my eyes are shut, and I know immediately something's wrong. Okay, something's not right. Okay, because I hear Starscream, my cat, just patting, just acting weird, right? So I slightly open my eyes. The only time I've seen Starscream act like this is when there's a bug in the room. So I'm thinking, oh crap, there's a bug. I slowly open my eyes wider, and I notice a dark passenger is right in front of my face. So I back up a bit and I try to get a little bit of focus, and it focuses. It's a spider! It's a freaking spider on my bed! But I was relieved. I am soft serving it. I levitate! I jump levitate off the bed! I tried to yell, but I choked on my saliva, so I was coughing. And my arms had flailed to the heavens, which in that time, it had thwacked the ceiling, a thick whack, right on the particles, okay? Which just sprayed this dust into my eyes, so I'm coughing, and I'm blinded. I'm standing there trying to refocus, all right, on the spider, just making its rounds on my bed. And I notice at this point, it is not a normal house spider. It has girth, all right, girth. Normal house spiders do not have girth. They're like sesame seeds or like crumbs from a butter bread. I had to kill it. I couldn't just let it go around, planting its organic free-ranged eggs all over my bedspread, all right? So I sprang into action, and I grabbed my nightstand emergency burglar whip. I'm hard serving it. It was a zip tie. It's not the slaying tool that I would have picked, but when life hands you zip ties, it's there to ensure that things zip die. So I start whipping it. All you can hear is like whiffs and like disgruntled moans of failure because I don't hit a thing. I go in for my last whip, and I feel it. I feel like this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the one. Freaking Starscream pounces in and just falls down right on the spider. Insta-kill. I mean, we freaking tag teamed it like Double Dragon or Ken and Ryu. Either way, our enemy laid slain. So I USB it into the bathroom. I just about freaking face nosh right into the bathroom floor because it's whatever the freaking silicone-infused linoleum. It's the slipperiest thing that I've ever encountered, okay? But I go in there and I grab the tissue, and I go back in and I tissue sandwich the spider, and I USB it back into the bathroom to dispose of the remains. And that curiosity, you foul temptress, I open it up, and I see a red hourglass. It was a Black Widow! Come to find out, the apartment complex is just infested with Black Widows. Go to the little mailbox pavilion, and they were in my garage. And they're not even paying rent. They just also happen to be in the 3-foot Baltic Sea of a void by my window in my room. I had realized that a Black Widow had been crawling on my bedspread, upping the thread count with its webbings. And at that moment, I slip and busted cheek right on the frickin' Vaseline-enriched bathroom floor. And then I realized that spider is no longer in my tissue sandwich. So I'm on the ground and I'm looking to see where the frick it went. The slip had actually made the dead Black Widow launch onto my bare stomach. There was touch not even a thought could process before I instantly flick it off. A action I would later regret, for I had actually flicked it into my belly button. And surprisingly, I was okay. I am soft-serving the chard out of this. Crushing hysteria. I feel my pupils dilate. I can hear blood. A phobia had just infringed upon another phobia. That's a double phobia. A dubphobia. A fear of two phobias intermingling. Oh no! My only concern is to get this knockoff Avenger out of my button, okay? I can't just have it hanging around in there. And I can't go around diggling around in it because I'm just gonna push it deeper inside. Thanks to a traumatizing experience with a sweetheart, I know this. Not to mention, I would have to touch a known Black Widow, dead or alive. It's no friend of mine. And just the thought of just prodding inside my belly button No. I stand up, hoping it's gonna fall out, but it doesn't. Because the AC was out. And I had actually sweat so much that I turned into a human sticky pad. It wasn't budging. I decide the best solution is to make my belly button wider. Turn it into a reverse Sarlacc pit and gyrate my body until it falls out. And I do just that. And boom, I hear the pathetic little it hits when it hits the ground. Was I relieved? Let me just go ahead and reimburse you for that soft serve. Flawless merriment! This was the Mighty Ducks moment that everybody wants and never gets. And I got it. I mean, it was years late and none of my street hockey friends got to see it, but this was it. I would even like to think that there was a choir faintly groaning out there somewhere because of this, but I never heard anything. But I cheered. You better believe I cheered. I mean, I couldn't stop saying, this one's for the good guys. I'm not even sure why I said it. Maybe it's because of just dehydration and the shock of it all, but it truly was one for the good guys.
Yeah.